Hi YouTube, this is Ryan's Journey coming at you from my backyard. As you can see, it's nice out here. Wearing a t-shirt and shorts. Um, doing my this is VSG pre-op. Surgery is next month, towards the end of the month. Just want to do 10 things you probably don't know about me. 10 facts. So I started yesterday in that other video, but didn't finish. But so the first two I already mentioned was height. I'm 6 foot tall. Where I live in California on the coast, Central Coast, a place called Pismo Beach. Beautiful here. Weather's great year round. Big part of why I moved here from Southern Oregon is to be able to be outside year round. Where I lived before, it snowed all winter, so about 5 months out of the year you were tucked away in a snow kind of area. So that wasn't conducive to being healthy. So that's part of the reason why I've been here, and I've exercised a lot more here. But I don't know, maybe there's more because it's kind of a touristy area. I think that there's more food here, eating out wise, which I haven't eaten out much in the last couple months. But anyway, great exercise. Gavin, can you go back inside and watch your Nemo?
Nope.
Mommy's coming. All right, let's try this again. So, as I was saying, they love they can be outside year round now. I think that's going to be a big help, especially after during my post-op, being able to walk. I see some people, they have their surgery and it's snowing where they live, so they can't really walk around and things like that. So that'll be good. Sports I like to play, especially as I was growing up. I played every sport there was almost. Main sports though were baseball, basketball, tennis. Probably basketball and tennis I played the most. Football I played a little bit. Even played, messed around, played roller hockey. But as far as playing for my high school, I played tennis, basketball, and football. All right. And back then I was a type of person that would always have to, being a chubbier kid. And when I got to high school, I started losing weight, and I got really into athletics. And so sports are what really got me to be fit. As the years went on, due to some injuries, I couldn't play sports as much, and weight just creeped on. You guys know the story. Many of us have it. Love music. Love all kinds of music. I listen to music all the time. Whether it's rock and roll, pop, even can deal with some country if I had to. But any kind of music, old stuff. Lately got into a little phase of listening to Otis Redding. But so all kind of music. Even been known to do a little singing, a little karaoke singing. Foods, favorite food. I'm just gonna go with lobster. Like lobster, cooked anyway, doesn't matter. Hobbies these days, fishing. We do a lot of fishing out here. I do surf fishing, which is just like I said, down the street here, where we drive on. We can drive onto the beach here, which is kind of neat. We drive out there and find a spot and just walk out as far as we can go. Cast as far as we can. We catch barred perch is the main thing. We've got a few other things surf fishing. Then also we can go off a port, which is about 15 minutes away, on my friend's boat, and we'll catch rock cod, or we do go crabbing. We'll drop baskets of crab while we're out there. So that's very, very fun. Fish aquariums is a hobby I've always had. I've had big fish aquariums. Even have a channel where I posted many fish aquarium videos. YouTube channel. But where I live now in the house, it's not reckoned. They don't want me to really have any fish aquariums, so I'm kind of trying to abide by that at this point. But it's been cool. It's freed up more time to, instead of cleaning tanks all the time, to be outside doing stuff. So where have I lived? Where have I been? So like I said, I live here in California. I grew up actually a few hours away in a town called Fresno, which you guys might have, I'm sure, have heard of if you're in the States. Fresno. I went to college there. But after that, in '07, I moved to Oregon, Southern Oregon, and liked it there. I always said I wouldn't move back to California unless I lived on the coast, which my wife's parents live here in this area. So after we had our son, we moved out here. I transferred my job, and it's been beautiful out here. So really enjoyed it. Number 8 or number 7, favorite sport to watch. NFL by far. It's America's pastime now. My favorite team to watch, or favorite team that I was born into, is the Oakland Raiders. It's been a rough 10 years for us Raiders fans, but can't shake them. They're still my team. I've only lived in 2 states in my life. I mentioned them already, California and Oregon. This number 8, I'll put in places I've traveled to. I spent a couple months off and on in Portland, Oregon, which is still in Oregon, but it's the other side of Oregon from where I grew up. Where I lived. Also, I have been to Chicago a couple of times. The company I used to work for, they would send the managers out to Chicago where they were based. So I'd spent 2 weeks at a time, a couple of times in Chicago, which that was a neat city. It's funny, you can meet people that said they've never even been to this side of Chicago. So it's crazy to think you could live in a city and never even go to some parts of it or pass through very often. Also, St. Louis, I spent a few days there once, went and saw a baseball game while I was there, but I was there again for work. I've been to Mexico. I took a cruise before to Ensenada, Catalina, which is a 4-day cruise. That was fun. Went there after we graduated high school. A bunch of high school people I went with. I've been to a spring break in Rosarito, Mexico, which is kind of crazy. That was while I was in college. But other than that, I've mostly just been in the States. I haven't done a lot of traveling outside. I'm not well traveled, like, oh, he's been to Italy and Europe, and not yet. Hopefully one day. Technology, I'm a fan of technology. Anything technology wise, I'm always thinking of ways to do things efficient, paperless, faster, quicker, more powerful. So technology has just been a hobby of mine. I've liked to just pick up things, learn how to do things on my own. Number 10, family-wise. So married. It'll be 7 years this July. So that's going well. And we have a 2.5-year-old little boy. No other children, but trust me, one boy at this point is plenty for me. I can't even handle one, let alone if I see these people having 4 and 5 kids or more. It's crazy. But so that's going well. So that's number 10. So those are 10 things you may or may not have known about me. I appreciate you tuning in, and that's it. Now, I did want to talk about one other thing that I kind of mentioned through a comment I made, but the whole idea of having to be selfish and take this time for yourself is something that I've realized that might be pretty necessary as far as the path. All right, back again. Anyway, I'm going to continue that thought in just a moment. Probably going to switch places where I'm doing the video from. But watching a video with Phil and CJ, and they mentioned about having to really take this time for yourself and almost having to be a little bit selfish, and I can see how that's going to happen. You want to be respectful, and you don't want to purposely do things that are going to hurt other people or anything like that, of course, but just having to take this time and focus on yourself and getting yourself right and getting yourself healthy, I think it's very important. So I see with other people that may or may not understand what you're going through, you just really have to keep your own focus and what your own goals are as far as being healthy. And I think in the end, they'll catch up and understand why. But for now, I don't know, that's a topic that I'd like to explore a little bit more, and I can see that being somewhat of an issue. So I'll just add that there, and we'll talk about that more at some other time. All right, thanks guys for watching, and until next time.